Hello children and welcome to your channel Sharda Educare, and today's video is again of variation of practice set 7.3 from class 8th. Let's begin children. The first sum which we will be dealing in this is example which is solved from your textbook. The sum says there are 15 women. If 15 women are employed, they finish the work, 15 women finish the work of harvesting a ground nut crop in 8 days. Means 15 women will harvest the crop in 8 days. Find the number of women if the same job is to be done, to be completed in 6 days. Now, how many number of women would be required if the job is to be done by 6 women? Clear? How many women will be required if the job would be done by 6 days, completed in 6 days? Okay, I repeat again. How many women will be required if the job is to be completed in 6 days? So, this is the one which we want to find out. Now, here you see children, there are 15 women who are completing a harvesting, who are completing the work of harvesting of the groundnut crop in 8 days. Now, number of days would be less, so the woman required would be more. Yes. So, what is happening here? We come to know that these two factors are in inverse variation. If one quantity increases, other decreases. Clear? So, this is a case of inverse variation. So, let us first assume that let the number of women be x or n, and the number of days be d. So, we come to know that n varies inversely because it is an inverse variation. If one is increasing, other is decreasing. Okay. So, n varies inversely to the number of days. N is number of women and D is number of days. So, n varies inversely. Let us remove the inverse sign and we will introduce equal sign. N is equal to K upon D, and we know here K is a constant of variation. Constant of variation. You must write in your exam like this children. These are very, very important steps. Okay. So, K is a constant of variation. Therefore, and D will be multiplied with N. ND is equal to K. Let us find the value of K. So, when number of women are 15, the number of days required are 8. 8 days are required. So, we can get the value of K here and get the equation of variation. So, 15, N is 15 into D is how much? 8 is equal to K, which will be equal to 5 8s are 8 5s are 40, 8 1s are 8, 12, 120. So, K value we got 120. Now, we will write equation of variation. ND is equal to 120. This is your equation of variation. Now, further find the number of women. We want to find out N if number of days in which the harvesting job is to be done is 6. So, here the number of days are 6. Let us use this equation down here. N is how much we want to find out. D is given 6 is equal to, yes, D is given 6 is equal to 120. So N will remain wherever it is, 120 upon 6. 6 will come down, 6 ones are 6 twos are, that is 20. So number of days required would be 20. Number of women required would be 20. So if 15 women are working, they will finish the job in 8 days. If 20 women would be employed to finish the task, then they will finish the work in 20 days. If 20 women will be employed, they will finish the work in 6 days. See, a number of women have increased and this number of days have decreased. If number of women are increasing, number of days are decreasing. So therefore we used here inverse variation. Clear? So you can pause the video and you can solve the sum, children. Let's move to the next question, children. Example 2 says a vehicle is running at a speed of 48 km per hour. The speed of the vehicle is 48 km per hour and it takes 6 hours to complete the journey. So time taken will be how much? Time taken by the vehicle when the speed is 48 km per hour is 6 hours. Clear? How much time will it take to complete the journey if its speed is 72 km per hour? Now the speed is 72 km per hour. That means this quantity have increased. So this will decrease. Naturally, if the vehicle is moving with the greater speed, time taken by the vehicle will be less. So there is which kind of variation? There is inverse variation. So let us assume, let the speed be x km per hour, time taken be y hour. So we know there is an inverse variation, so we can write down x varies inversely to the time taken. Now what will happen? We will remove the variation sign and we will get x is equal to k upon y. Y will go and multiply with x and what we will get? xy is equal to k, and what is k here? K is constant of variation. Constant of variation. It's very, very important to write, okay children? So now we got xy is equal to k. Let us read further. How much time will it take? So time here we have assumed y. So y is equal to question mark. When the speed is 72 km per hour, speed is x. So x is how much? 72 km per hour. So we will be first creating, we will be finding the value of k to get the equation of variation. Let us first place the value. Equation of variation is xy is equal to k, and we know x is here 48 km per hour and y is here 6 hours. So x is equal to 48, y is equal to 6, we will get the value of k. Place the value 48 into 6 is equal to k. 6 8s are 48, 4 carry. 6 4s are 24 plus 4, 28. So 288. We got the k value. Now we will be writing the equation of variation. That would be xy is equal to 288. Now we know we got equation of variation. This is your equation of variation. Okay. This is your equation of variation. So in this we will be placing the value here and getting the value of y. We know we want to find out y. Let me write the equation here. Xy is equal to 288, and we know here y we want to find out. X is 72. 72 into y is equal to 288. Okay. Now 288 will be divided by 72. So y is equal to 288 upon 72. Let us do the division, children. 288 divided by 72. 72, how many times will give you 288? Let's see for 4 times. 72 4s are 4 2s are 8 and 4 7s are 28. Yes, correct. So 72 4s are 288. Again children, here see, I saw here 8 is there na, and in 2 if you multiply by 4 you get 8. So I multiply in 72 by 4. So we got 288. So 72 1s are 72 4s are. So here the answer, final answer, y is equal to 4 hours. So when the speed of the vehicle is 72 kilometer per hour, that time the time taken by the vehicle would be 4 hours. Okay. You can pause and you can solve the sum, children. Let's move to the next question. Practice set 7.3, first sum. Which of the following statement are of inverse variation? And which, here the question is only of inverse variation. But we will find out all the statement. 5. Number of workers on a job and time taken by them to complete the job. Now only we solved the sum here. Before this, number of workers, if number of workers are increasing, the time taken by more number of workers would be decreasing. So one is increasing, other is decreasing. So this is a inverse variation. Yes. Okay. Number of pipes of same size to fill a tank and the time taken by them to fill the tank. If the number of pipes are increasing, time taken to fill the tank would be decreasing. One pipe will take long time to fill a tank, but if 2, 3, 4, 5 pipes are there, if the number of pipes will be increasing, the time taken to fill the tank will be less. So again this one is an inverse variation. Now look for third. Petrol filled in the tank of a vehicle and its cost. If you fill 1 liter of petrol, suppose petrol is costing 1 liter, petrol is costing 1000. You fill 1 liter, you have to pay 1000. But if you fill it 2 liter, you have to pay 2000. So here if petrol is increasing, the cost is also increasing. Yes or no? If petrol is increasing, the cost is also increasing. So this is which variation? Direct variation. Understood? It is a direct variation. Now area of a circle and its radius. If the radius is increasing, the area of the circle will also increase. For example, it is 1 centimeter, circle will be so small. If it is 2 centimeter, the circle will be so big. If it is 3 centimeter, circle will be further big. So if the radius is increasing, area is also increasing, and this is which one? Direct variation. Okay, let's move to the next question, children. If 15 worker can build a wall in 48 hours, there are 15 workers, they can build a wall in how many hours? 48 hours. So how many workers will be needed or will be required to do the same work in 30 hours? Now what has happened? First 15 workers are taking 48 hours. Now if the task has to be done in 30 hours, so how many workers will be needed? So definitely number of workers should increase, because here the time taken has decreased. So workers will increase. So it is in inverse variation. Let's begin. Let us assume N is equal to number of workers and T is equal to time taken. Fine. So here N is in inverse variation to time taken. Now first thing I will do is I will remove the sign of variation. So what I will introduce? I will introduce equal. N is equal to K upon T. T will go up and it will be N into T is equal to K. And what is K? K is constant of variation. Constant of variation. Okay. Now N into T is equal to K. So NT is equal to K. By the values which are given here, number of workers are 15 and time is 48, we can find the value of K. See, N is equal to 15 and time taken is 48 hours. So we will get the value of K. So 15 into 48 is equal to K. Multiply 15 and 14, 48. So 48 multiply by 15, 5 8s are 40, carry 4, 5 4s are 20, 20 plus 4, 24, 1 8s are 8, 1 4s are 4, 0, 4 plus 8 is 12, 2 plus 4, 6 plus 1, 7, 20. So K value will be 720 is equal to K. Let us write the equation of variation. So NT is equal to 720 and this is your equation of variation. Equation of variation. Now we have to find out number of workers when the days or time required is 30 hours. So let us write here N is equal to question mark and time required is given here 30 hours. So let us write this equation. N into T is how much? N into T is 30 is equal to 720. So N is equal to 720 upon 30. Then 0 0 get cancelled and divide 72 by 3. Let us divide it here. 72 divided by 3. 3 2s are 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. 2 will come down. 3 4s are 12. So N is equal to 24. So the number of workers required to complete the task in 30 hours is 24. First it was 15 and now it is 24. So you can pause the video and you can solve the sum, children. Let's move to the next question. The third question, there are 120 bags of half-liter milk which can be filled by machine within 3 minutes. So, milk bag number of milk bags are 120. Okay. They can be filled by machine in how much time? 3 minutes. So we need to find out the time taken to fill such 1800 bags. So if the number of bags are 1800, what will be the time taken to fill by machine? Okay. Now let's do it. If the number of bags are increasing, the time taken to fill the bag by a machine will also increase. Now children, you can see here third sum, the number of milk bags are 120 and time required is 3 minutes. So what will be the time required for filling 1800 bags by a machine? Okay. Now here you understand, see, if 120 bags are to be filled, it will take less time. But if 1800 bags, more bags, then naturally it will take more time. So this is nothing but a direct variation. Which variation? Direct variation. Okay. In direct variation, number of milk bag we have to assume, let it be a n. Time taken we have to assume, let it be t. So we can write here, if it is a direct variation, n varies directly to t. Now as usual I am telling you, first thing you will do is you will remove variation sign. So n is equal to k into t, and what is k? Constant of variation. Constant of variation. Now, if there are 120 milk bag, time taken is 3 minutes. So we will get from here k value. So let us place these values. N is 120 equal to k into time 3 minutes. Now 3 will come down here in the denominator and it will be 120 upon 3, which is equal to k. So 120 can be divided by 3. Let me divide it here. 120, let us divide by 3. Very simple. 3 4s are 12 minus this 0 will come here, 40, and you will get 40. So 3 1s are 3 4s are, answer is 40. So we get k value as 40. Now write the equation of variation. So we have n is equal to kt, n is equal to kt, and we got k value as 40. So we can get equation of variation as 40 into t, and this is our equation of variation. Right here, equation of variation. Now we know here the number of milk bags are 1800. So here n is equal to 1800 So we have to find out time taken to fill those 1800 milk bags. So equation is this, n value, here n is there, so n value is how much? 1800 equal to k is 40 already there, into time taken, yes, 40 will come down, 1800 upon 40 is equal to t. 0 will cancel by 0 and 180 will cancel by 4. Let us divide 180 by 4. So 180 divided by 4. 4 4s are 16, minus 8 minus 6 is 2, 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 will come down, 4 5s are 20 and here you get 45. So time taken will be 45 minutes. Clear? Now finally, when you are writing the answer, you will be writing the statement, and the statement will be like this: time taken to fill 1800 bags is equal to 45 minutes. 45 minutes. So we can write it here, 45 minutes. You can pause and you can solve the sum, children. Let's move to the last question. A car is with a speed, the speed is 60 km per hour. Takes how much time? It takes 60 km per hour takes 8 hours. So let us assume time taken is t. Okay, read further. So speed is 60 km per hour, time taken is 8 hours. What should be the increase in the speed if the same distance is to be covered in 7.5 hours? So time taken is 7.5 hours. Less time, 60 km speed, time is 8 hours. So now the time has decreased, the distance has remained the same. Time has decreased means speed should increase. One quantity is decreasing, other is increasing. If this variation is known as inverse variation. So let us assume, let time be t and speed be x. So here x varies inversely to the time. Okay. Now first thing I will do is what? Remove the inverse variation. So x is equal to k upon t, and here k is nothing but constant of variation. Let us get the value for k. So k value will be equal to xt. X is how much? Speed is x we have assumed, and time we have assumed, time is 8 hours. So let's find out. Xt is equal to k. X is 60 into time is 8 hours is equal to k. Multiply 8 zeros are 0, 8 6 are 48. So the value of k is 480. Once you get the value of k, you must write the equation of variation. So your xt is equal to k. K is how much? 480. Let's mention it here. Equation of variation. This is equation of variation. Okay. Now what is the next condition? We want to find out speed. That means we want to find out x. Clear? Time is 7.5 hours. Let us convert this 7.5 hours into, this is the complex number, a fraction. So this multiplies and here it is added. So what will come? See, 7.5. What happens usually? 7 and 2 get multiplied and then whatever product comes should be added with 1. So what you will do? You will write like this. 7 into 2 plus 1 upon 2. That is 7 2s are 14 plus 1 15 upon 2 hours. Okay. So time here is 15 upon 2. Let us place the value. Time is 15 upon 2 hours. X into 15 upon 2 is equal to 480. This 2 will go up and 15 will come down. Your equation is like this. X into 15 upon 2 is equal to 480. Yes, children? Now 2 is going to go up and 15 will come down in the denominator on the other side. So what will be there? X is equal to 480 into 2 upon 15. So let us divide 480 by 15 first. What do I get when I divide 480 by 15? 15 3s are 45. 8 minus 5 is 3. 4 minus 4 is 0. This 0 comes down. This is 30. 15 2s are 30. So we got 32. So when 480 is divided by 15, we are getting 32. Only 32 into 2. That is 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. So x is equal to 64. So when the speed is 64 km per hour, kilometer per hour, then the time taken will be 7.5 hours. Okay. So you have to increase the speed by 4 km per hour. Then it will decrease by half an hour. First it was taking 8 hours. Then by increasing the 4 km per hour speed, the vehicle, a car will reach at the destination after 7.5 hours, half an hour early. So children, this completes the entire chapter and we are done with the full chapter. If at all some extra sums are there, I'll be adding. I'll be providing the PDF of the solved questions, and also I want all the parents to take care of the children and make them solve these sums many times. As many times as you solve, your child will become perfect with this. And wherever I am doing calculation or division or multiplication, I am using certain numbers. Those tables child must by heart, must write. Parents, please see to it. Thank you children for watching the videos. If you have not subscribed, subscribe the channel, share the videos. Thank you children.